So we took Vikram Kudva's winning Esper tokens list from the SCG Open in Denver for a spin. We ended up going 4-1 today. Uh, it, the one match we lost, I think I could have played a little tighter. I could have played a lot of matches tighter today, truth be told. But the deck did look cool, and I think one of the main things that Esper has a problem with, or configurations like this, is not having access to Painful Truce and early removal spells. Kolaghan's Commands and Fiery Impulse are both really good right now, and really help you play the cards like Painful Truce. So if decks like Painful Truce, 4-color decks like Todd Anderson start showing up a lot more in your local metagame, this is a deck I would steer clear away from. But if it's the metagame that we're used to, Atarka Red, Esper Dragons, Abzan, decks like that, this is a very good choice. And the reasons for that is that there are so many things like the Gideons and the Monastery Mentors that they need to be dealt with immediately. And what that puts your opponent under pressure is having the right spells at the right times. And now a deck like this also has Duress. So one of the main Duress which helps, like, not only helps the Mentors for turn 4, but it also breaks up the removal for cards like this. I was a fan of the deck, and I have played things very similar in the past, but I will say that it is one of the most clunky decks in the format. Same with Abzan. They're just extremely situational, and you can draw cards in the right orders or the wrong orders. Like, we saw these turn 5 Ojutai that were drawn, it was just unbelievable, right? But when we didn't have enough lands, or when we kept drawing too many Seekers, things fell apart. So the first change that I would make to this deck is just cutting a Seeker. Now, you can look back almost a year ago at this point, where I talked a lot about Seeker of the Way and how I thought it was the best 3 of you could have in any deck that wants it. And it's not good as a 2 of or 4 of. But 3 is a perfect number, because the second copy means that you're drawing too many creatures. 2 Seekers isn't going to win the game. So you want your other creatures that you draw or threats to be something else anyway. And whenever you draw 2, you have a worse chance of triggering it because that wasn't a spell. So I have found that 3 Seeker of the Ways is the best number, and if that lowers my red matchup too significantly, I might try to find room in the sideboard for things, but these things die anyway. Like, that's the benefit of Mentor and Seeker, is it forces your opponent to interact with it immediately out of the red deck, which allows you to play some of your Planeswalkers later on that are good. Moving to the sideboard, I feel that 2 Dancers is too many. I never want to draw 2 of this card. It's not really even that powerful. It's fine in the format, but I'd rather just play another counterspell like a Negate, especially since it's just kind of a Negate already, and there's enough Planeswalkers in the format to be worth countering. It's a cute card. It's a split card. You can play it on turn 2 against the decks that you bring it in against, like Esper Dragons or 5-color Bring to Light, or even what's it called? Rally, 4-color Rally decks. You can just start bashing them because it does fly, and that's really nice. Language seemed a little awkward to me. I like the Planar Outburst. And maybe, like, the Languish, because I don't know what we're languishing. Like, maybe it should be a Rising Miasma, because, like, Rising Miasma is good in a deck with Mentors and Seekers. Like, it's not a good card. It'd be better to be, like, a Pyroclasm, but if we're looking for a card just to, like, hurt mono red, that could be a good card for this deck. Not a lot of decks want access to a card like that, but a deck with Seekers and Mentors, it's not going to keep the token alive, but it's going to keep the Mentor alive. And they're going to be trying to dump on the board. So that's about it I have on the strategy, because these are the first 5 matches I've played with this list. I will say that, truth be told, if I'm playing a deck similar to this... Oh, wow, okay, so whenever you do that, it screws up the... Man, alright, so it has been a long time since I have done a Magic Online video for everyone at home, and having the preview screen, I just don't know how to run it. So it's pretty funny how it just keeps, I don't even know why it's like closing out sometimes in some of the videos. Maybe it's not, maybe I'm just not setting it up correctly. I have no idea, but I'm going to play with that whenever I have to do these videos, like when I point over at Jace. But yeah, so that's all I've got. The deck was great. Congratulations on winning again. But yeah, play Shambling Vents. I think this is probably one of the best cards in the format, and I will be playing Shambling Vents. It's It's going to be hard. I'm not even giving away secrets. The Players' Championships is in 2 weeks, and I will be playing Shambling Events. I think it's just the best card in the format. And it just, whenever you have it, you get to have more resources than your opponent, and I think resources win matches of Magic. So, oh, another thing, I would play a third. After playing this deck, actually, I wouldn't. Uh, Initially, I was like, well, I would play a third Treasure Cruiser in the sideboard for the attrition-based matches, but like, it just doesn't play out that way. Like, the graveyards don't fill up that fast. I think 2 is a very good number of this card. They kind of were always expensive too, so it's a unique deck. I could see trying to perfect it, but it's not my cup of tea. But it is very powerful and plays some of the most powerful mythics in the format right now. I mean, any deck that has Gideon and Jace is gonna turn some ears. That's not a saying. Raise some eyebrows. That's one. But anyway, that's all I've got for this week. Join us later this week with some more videos, versus videos, articles, that nature. I hope you enjoyed my first Open Series Spotlight. I know that's weird because we've been doing it for so long, but I've had so many computer issues, you have no idea. I'm not even at my home. I'm at Todd's right now recording this video because I wanted to finally do one. But I will see y'all later, and make sure to tune in this weekend at the Star City Games Invitational in Vegas. It's going to be an exciting race for the Players' Championships. I'm very invested in this event personally because my buddies Todd Anderson and Tom Ross have been grinding all season trying to qualify, and because of the structure, it is becoming difficult for them, even though they're the most winning open players on the in the tournament itself. But and then next week is the Players' Champs. It's going to be amazing, and that's all I've been testing for and will be doing for the next week, getting ready for that event, trying to repeat. But it's going to be a tough one, so we'll see if that's possible. But anyway, thanks for watching.